Good morning, distinguished guests, industry leaders, stakeholders, and friends. It is my distinct pleasure to join you today at the inaugural Bermuda Infrastructure and Development Summit, hosted by the Urban Development Authority and the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation. And on behalf of the government of Bermuda, I'm honored to officially open this important event. Let me first congratulate the organizers on their vision and commitment in bringing us together at this critical juncture. This summit is timely, strategic, and necessary, not just as an industry gathering, but as a call to action for all who are committed to shaping Bermuda's built environment and, by extension, our economic future. Infrastructure and development are more than just the construction of buildings and roads. They are foundational pillars of economic stability. They create jobs, stimulate commerce, and attract investment. But even more critically, they meet the everyday needs of our people, the homes that they live in, the schools that their children attend, the hospitals that care for them, and the commercial and hospitality spaces that fuel our economy are all outcomes of thoughtful, deliberate development. Today, Bermuda stands at a critical crossroads. Like many small island economies, we face unique challenges: limited land, aging infrastructure, and a need to modernize while preserving the character and charm that make Bermuda unique. But within these challenges lie immense opportunities. Opportunities exist to revitalize our economic empowerment zones, ensuring that such areas as Northeast Hamilton, Somerset, St. George's, and Southeast Hamilton are transformed into vibrant centers of commerce, culture, and community life. These zones have untapped potential, and we must leverage every tool at our disposal: financial incentives, policy support, and strategic partnerships to unlock that potential. We must also address our housing needs, delivering new residential developments that are accessible, affordable, and responsive to the realities facing many Bermudian families. Too many people struggle to find adequate housing, and we are determined to change that. Opportunities also exist to expand our hospitality and tourism infrastructure, strengthening a sector that remains a cornerstone of our economy and creating new avenues for Bermudian entrepreneurship, particularly in our hotel, restaurant, and tourism service industries. There are also opportunities to modernize our institutional spaces, our schools, healthcare facilities, and public services so they meet the demands of a 21st century Bermuda and serve as platforms for excellence. This government firmly believes that sustainable, inclusive development is key to our economic resilience. We are committed to facilitating projects that strengthen our economy and deliver social values, projects that create jobs for Bermudians, support local businesses, and build capacity within our workforce. This belief is not just aspirational, but also operational. Over the past year, the government has been working to streamline planning and building approval processes to reduce red tape and enable projects to move more efficiently from conception to construction. We have also advanced legislative reforms to encourage investment in rental properties and mixed-use developments. We are supporting the BEDC and the UDA in their mission to drive EEZ revitalization, ensuring that small businesses and local entrepreneurs are at the heart of new development projects. We are also emphasizing workforce readiness. In collaboration with the Department of Workforce Development and our educational institutions, we are aligning training and certification programs to ensure that Bermudians have the skills to participate in and benefit from the wave of development that we envision. But let's be clear, real progress requires partnership. It requires the government, the private sector, financiers, developers, and our communities to all come together with a shared agenda for action. Streamlining approvals, aligning public infrastructure investment with private development, ensuring land use policies support our economic goals, and ensuring that our workforce is properly equipped and are not isolated issues, because they are actually interconnected and they require a coordinated solutions. That is why the summit is so important. It provides the platform for us to have honest conversations about the opportunities, the synergies, and yes, the challenges that exist in our development landscape. I'm particularly pleased that this summit is being held during International Economic Development Week in partnership with the International Economic Development Council. It signals that Bermuda is not only looking inward, but also positioning itself globally as a viable, attractive jurisdiction for responsible development and investment. We know that international investors are looking for stable, well-regulated, and forward-looking jurisdictions. And I'm happy to say that Bermuda ticks all of those boxes, and we will continue working every day to ensure that our development environment is welcoming, efficient, and competitive. But as we pursue development, we must also commit to sustainability and resilience. Climate change and environmental risk are real concerns for island nations like ours. That is why the government is championing green building standards, supporting renewable energy integration, and encouraging climate-resistant developments. Looking ahead, our collective task is to ensure that we build a future that we are shaping today delivers lasting benefits for generations to come. That means development that is sustainable, environmentally, socially, and economically. It means developments that respect our environment, strengthen our communities, and drive our economy forward. On behalf of the Minister of Economy and Labor, I reaffirm this government's commitment to supporting development that meets Bermuda's current and future needs, whether through legislative reform, facilitating investment, or workforce development initiatives. We stand ready to work with you to achieve impactful development. To that end, let us use today's discussions as the starting point for a new chapter in Bermuda's development agenda, one that is ambitious, coordinated, and inclusive. It is one in which we break ground not just physically, but also in terms of policy, partnership, and progress. Remember that the buildings we construct, the infrastructure we lay down, and the communities that we revitalize are not just for today, but they are our legacy. They are for our children and their children, who will live, learn, and grow in the Bermuda that we shape now. So let us move forward with vision, unity, and purpose, breaking ground not only in concrete and steel, but in opportunity, equity, and hope for every Bermudian. Together, we will build stronger structures and a stronger, more resilient Bermuda. In closing, I thank all of your participation and commitment to Bermuda's future. I encourage each of you to engage fully throughout this event to share your ideas, raise your concerns, and propose solutions. Thank you very much.